With the U20 World Cup arc coming up and the NEL about to wrap up, I really wanted to make a video about my favorite and some potential chemical reactions that I want to see during the U20 World Cup arc again, now that all of our blue lockers are finally going to be on the same team again. Anyways, let's get right into this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Coming in first here, we actually have a unique chemical reaction that I don't think we've seen throughout the entire series, and that's Ren and Rio. Now, you guys are probably looking at me funny like, bro, what the hell, Rio? Out of everyone you chose Ren and Rio. But hear me out. Now that Rio could copy Sai, like Itoshi Sai's abilities and shit, only to 99%, not to 100%. I feel like Ren would be the only one who's able to actually tell the difference between that 1%. You know what I mean? I feel like Ren would be one of the only players on the entire team to be able to tell. But it'll also be interesting because it's not so much just Rio collaborating with Ren. It's also, like, in a sense, Itoshi Sai collaborating with Ren. We get to see how it looks when those two brothers would be working together. And that would just be sick. Like, imagine Rio throwing a Travella left foot cross all the way across the freaking field for Ren to volley that shit in with his left foot. I don't know, man. That would be fucking peak. Another chemical reaction that I really need to see in the U20 World Cup is Chigiri and Barrow. Now, I know we've already seen this chemical reaction in the goddamn Blue Second Selection Nagi episode. But listen, now that both these players have literally evolved, the crosses Chigiri could be playing to Barrow is going to be sick. And at the same time, just think about it, all right? Just think about it. Chigiri is often characterized as the Red Panther. You know, a panther is someone in the jungle, you know what I mean? It's also a type of animal like Barrow. But Barrow is the king of the jungle, the lion. So I feel like if we ever had future teams in Blue Lock, like future clubs and shit, I have a feeling that these two players are going to be on the same team. I don't know. I just have a strange feeling about that. And that being the case, I feel like the U20 World Cup arc could, help to build upon this fact that when they work together, they're actually a crazy duo. You know what I mean? Because listen, you have Chigiri's speed running down the wing, bolting down the wing. He cuts in. He can either shoot a finesse shot into the back of the net, or he can cross the ball if he doesn't get it all the way to Barrow, who's super athletic and can get basically any ball in the air and can literally, like, he's super strong as well in case he wants to, like, take it down and shoot. You know what I mean? Another chemical reaction I know I miss, and I know a lot of other Blue Eye fans miss, is Nagi and Isagi. Now, listen, you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, this guy's the biggest Nagi glazer. Every time I even talk about Nagi a little bit. But listen, Nagi and Isagi have to be one of the best duos in all of Blue Lock. I'm not even kidding. Bro, these guys' chemistry that they had in the second selection was just second to none, bro. I don't think I've seen Isagi have chemistry with a player like he did with Nagi. Like, these motherfuckers were literally doing 1-2s, and then scoring. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've seen Isagi dominate with another person by his side like that. Of course, he's had better chemical reactions with other people, but just the level of thinking and the level of wavelength that they're both on while they're playing with each other, I don't think Isagi has been on that wavelength with anyone. So, with all this said, I really do think that it will be so cool just to see Nagi and Isagi back again together as teammates. And, maybe maybe Nagi after this Barca game is going to become very different, and maybe he'll become actually a hard worker now, which will be very interesting to see how his dynamic would change with the rest of the team, and especially with Isagi. I'm going to have to put this in ahead, but another one I really want to see is Sai Itoshi and Isagi Yoichi. If Sai plays in the U20 World Cup, bro, that is going to be crazy, because I really want to see how Sai, because we are seeing at the end of the U20 match, how Sai was literally glazing Isagi to Rin, trying to gas Isagi up. He's like, yo, that guy, he can actually change Japan's soccer, right? And so I'm just thinking here, like, bro, if they're on the same team, imagine Sai throwing, like, over-the-top passes from, like, half field, and Isagi's just glazing him like, oh my gosh, there's not many players who could do something like that. Wow, Sai Itoshi, you're truly amazing. And then Isagi does, like, a 2-gun volley and just, like, demolishes, like, for the first goal. That would be hype as shit. Their link-up is going to be fudging amazing because we have Sai, the whole calculated, cool, calm, calculated type of guy. And then we have Isagi, also pretty cool, calm, calculated when he wants to be. But then when he gets really riled up, he starts going absolutely crazy with his calculations and trash talk. And I feel like it would just be a crazy dynamic duo. And for the last one here today, I'm going to tell you guys about if both these players successfully make the team, a chemical reaction between them I think would be so interesting. I'm talking about a chemical reaction between Shido Ryusei and Kunigami Rensuke. Bro, I think that if these two squash their beef at the end of the PXG game, like let's say Shido acknowledges Kunigami, he's like, you know what, Kunigami, you're a good player. You know, like I was wrong for doing what I did to you, whatever. Even though I do not think that Shido will do this, if they did this, let's just say squash the beef and then became close a little bit, or Kunigami became healed and isn't a freaking emo hero anymore. We go into the U20 World Cup arc, and these two are actually both working together to actively try and score. Bro, I feel like that would be such a heartwarming and wholesome moment, in my opinion, because everything would just come full circle, and we'll get to see Shido and Kunigami's character development throughout this whole arc of theirs. Even though I don't think it was executed this well at all until this point, I feel like, you know, with a little work, maybe he could make it a little better, you know, with character writing, character depth, character development going up, instead of like the story that could have been way more interesting. We just didn't get that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. If you like this video, share to your friends, anyone who likes Blue Lock. Tomorrow, the Blue Lock episode season 2 is coming out. I will be covering that. And yeah, hope you guys tune in tomorrow. Bye-bye.